All right, let's now return to the top story of the day. The Srikrishna Committee has put forward its suggestions on what should be done about Telangana. To discuss that, we're now being joined by Mr. T Rama Rao, TRS MLA, the son of KCR. And we're also being joined by Madhu Gaud, who's a Lok Sabha MP from the Congress party belonging to the Telangana region. Mr. T Rama Rao, you've seen the Srikrishna Committee report. What is your first take on it?
Well, we've maintained all along in the last 10 months that Srikrishna Committee's report is of no consequence to us. And as we had predicted, Srikrishna Committee pretty much in a very predictable fashion have come up with some options for the government. Well, the union government might be looking at 5 options. The union government may have mulled over 100 options in the last 10 months. But the people of Telangana are having only one option and are wanting only one option. And that is the formation of Telangana state with Hyderabad city as its capital. Hyderabad has been the capital of Telangana for the last 400-500 years, and it should continue to remain so, is our demand.
Madhu Gaud, what is your view?
See, at the structural level, it only gives various possibilities of actions to be taken, but it doesn't comprehensively address the socio-economic and political reasons to implement one of those choices. Now the question remains, it is a political call. It is up to the government to take an action to creating a separate state, immaterial of what the report says.
All right, KTR, if I could just turn to you, Rama. The committee essentially says that the 6th is the best option, that there should be a united Andhra Pradesh, but in some way there should be constitutional guarantees that are given to the Telangana region. Is that an option that you are completely ruling out as being totally unacceptable to the TRS?
Vikram, let me remind you, this option has already been explored. Regional boards have been set up in the past in the state of Andhra Pradesh, giving a large amount of autonomy to those regional boards, large amount of statutory powers as well, but they haven't worked. So it's a failed experiment, and we would like to remind the Srikrishna Committee and the union government that an experiment which already had failed cannot be repeated at the cost of the aspirations of the people here.
So are you saying that of all the 6 options that were listed by the Srikrishna Committee, and they themselves ruled out 3 of them, you are saying everything is ruled out other than option 5, which is Telangana with Hyderabad as the capital? You're saying that's the only option which is acceptable to you?
Well, a couple of things, Vikram. Firstly, the committee itself, in its own recommendations, had said the first 3 options are impracticable, therefore they cannot be considered. And option 4, which talks of a union territory status to Hyderabad, with a geographical contiguity to Rayalaseema and coastal Andhra, and forming a union territory with about 12,000 square kilometers, again, it's an impracticable solution, because if the people of Telangana are unhappy with the outcome, then there's no point in this exercise at all. The demand of the people of Telangana is for a reinstatement of the state that existed from 1948 to 1956, and nothing short of that would help.
All right. Madhu, are there other options other than 5 which, to your mind, and I know you're a Congress MP from the Telangana region, and therefore you've been pro it for some time. What are the options that you think eventually can be discussed, can be worked around, and perhaps some sort of a consensus can be worked around them?
The option 5 is the 6th most sensible to me, and one thing is here, the Srikrishna Committee report does recognize the merit in the separate state of Telangana and also justifies the movement for separate state. Even in the most possible or best suited recommendation which they makes in 6th one, talks about the indiscrimination or constitutional guarantee politically, economically to the region. So which in fact accepts the all 50 years long injustification, the exploitation done to the Telangana region.